Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 5, Episode 33 with me, Sid. And last episode we finally achieved iron. However, we don't get a great deal of it because the iron we have is fairly low quality and it requires ages just to make 3 ingots. So that's the thing. And we need to make a specific tool with this. Now there are other things we would like to make. If we can jump into here, forget the somewhere abouts. I think this is all applied energistic stuff. It appears to be all applied. Let's move across a bit, and then somewhere in all of this lot there will be. Oh, what was that? Unprepared stencil from open blocks. Okay. Don't know. Block placers, yada yada. What I am looking for. That is what we need to make, but there is also, I thought, let me just try and find it. Paintbrush from open blocks is not what I'm after. What I am looking for is, get there eventually, chisel from chisels. Not that. Somewhere in amongst all of this lot. No, my luck, I'm probably in another section entirely. There will be. Okay. Carpenter's hammer. Needs to make a wrought hammer, iron hammerhead, and a carpenter's block. There, I knew there was some. We need treated wood for that. So we are some way off of getting most of this stuff, but the thing standing between us and that right now is spiders. And I happen to know where I can find a spider, or 5. The problem is spiders is tough and they hurt when they hit you. I think we will probably wait till get a fresh day on it. But let me just have a little wander across there. So we know under that tree there is a spider spawner because it's got cobwebs in it. It's a Thorncraft great wood with a spider spawner under it. They always have them, and they spawn. Well, typically in vanilla, standard Thorncraft, they would do cave spiders, and I think this one is actually called a cave. Will be called cave spider, but it won't actually be cave spiders. It will be spiders. Now, what we need to do, and I'd like to try and get this done. I'll back off if it spawns, but what we need to do is work within 16 blocks. That spawner will go active. So if we, I haven't got a hammer on me, damn it. If we were to make a quick hammer, we should be able to use this to our advantage, perhaps. Just need to keep my eye out and so we don't set that off. But if we were to, well, let's just have the whole lot off of here. I know I said I'd wait till tomorrow, and yeah, that's so clearly not happening. Basically what we want is a space that we can get to where we can trigger the spawn, get the spider to come after us, and then use, I don't know, spatial manipulation, if you like, to kill the spider without it being able to get at me. That's the theory. So what we do is we're going to make a little chamber down here big enough for me to hide in. We're going to slab it over so the spider can't get on top of it. I'm going to stick a door in the back, and it doesn't actually need a door in the back, but you know, I'll stick one in anyway, just so it looks nice. I'm actually going to chisel some more of these because these smooth blocks are always useful anyway. And that should allow us to hopefully get the string we need to make that hammer. And going down the future things, maybe more string for other things as well. Spider silk is going to be beneficial for a few bits and pieces. So that is my first thought on how to combat the particular issue I have of how to get spider materials for this crafting recipe. And we'll get you done. Again, we'll keep ourselves fairly safe. I'm not doing this very well at all, am I? Fairly safe while we work. And with a bit of luck, we'll be laughing in a moment. So let me just finish this off and I shall be right back with you. Okay, so all things being equal, once we've taken that out of the mix, we should be ready to try this out. The spiders can't get up onto the roof here. We can stand back, they can't reach us, so in theory, there's a spawner, I saw it activate. There it is. And it is a cave spider, you'll notice, but it's actually not a cave spider. Where are you? That is annoying. Are you forgetting who hit you? Ow. You see what I mean? They hit hard. Even and he didn't drop what I wanted. Sod's law. First law off. Alright, we're going to have to do it again. Wait for it. I can see the old spawner. I think it's just as either that is on this one or this one. I'm not sure which. Didn't actually take as much damage. Did we take as much damage as I thought? There we go. Come on then. I mean, he's got 3,000. Hey. Get bent. Come here. Yeah, that's right. Come on. Get annoyed with me. I think we could probably have done this better. But got what we wanted. It was an awful... Oh, we only got one. Damn it, I need... Do I only need one? Hang on. Let me just double check. Let me just look it up. It's going to be quicker. I only need one. Right. We have what we wanted. Now, that will come in handy for more, because I think obviously that cave spider silk does come in handy, but could do with a better way of harvesting it. Maybe I need to rethink my design of the room there, but yeah, on the whole, I think it'll work. Oh, I think I know how to do it. I think I've got an idea that could possibly work better. The main thing is I need to keep them aggroed on me, which is probably easier said than done, but we'll come up with a way. Anyway, most importantly, we now have the means to, let me get in here, I'm going to, where's my mob drops? Mob drops have a spider eye, Get rid of some dirt, wooden items, planks, logs, mob drops, and armed with that we should be in a position to make that, which means we can make that, which means we've now got the means to make stuff. What have we got lots of in the area? We've got lots of hickory. Let's stick 16 hickory log, 16 hickory in there. That's going to give us things. Now, how am I going to use? Oh god, this is going to be awkward. We need a bucket of creosote, and to make a bucket of creosote, can we actually? We can make a bottle of creosote. That's right, and then we can treat stuff in with. Okay, so we're going to have to use bottles, I think. Buckets might be a little bit more tricky. Let me have a look. Bucket. See, normally you can't make a Minecraft bucket. That appears to be not the case. We should now be able to make a wrought iron sheet, but we are again going to need more stuff. Can we get you can't use a wooden bucket of, can I get a wooden bucket of creosote? Does not look like it. So we can do buckets of creosote, we can do bottles of creosote. I think we are supposed to be, we should probably go around and eat and do the stuff. But anyway, we've got the thingy oven, we've got the hoofer, the coke oven, and that's a biggie. That's a bit of a game changer. We need to make more food. We'll do that in the morning. Right, I'll be back in a mo. Okay, one thing I'm curious about, if I chisel a block, so if I make this block here and then take my chisel and my hammer, and I go and take you into mode detailed, if I were to then say leave that space there and go and take out that and that and that and that, can I place a candle on it? I can. If I continue chiseling this, can I make some kind of I don't know, candle holder? Gonna hammer this chisel, if you'll pardon the expression. Now what I would like to do, I think, is maybe do that, make it a little bit more three-dimensional. I don't know whether this will work or not. We'll give it a try though. We really have got nothing to lose after all, other than a block of stone and some chisel material. Then come back down here and go in. Like so. Maybe go through there. Now the question is, at this point, do I want to, I'm going to try and leave this back wall because I want to make sure that we can kind of come around to that. So that's going to come around like that, and then it's going to go in like that. I don't know. I'm losing my direction a bit here. This is not chisels and bits, of course, so we have to be a little bit careful, because if I screw this up, then so if I, yeah, it still has to be in detailed mode. I mean, we're kind of getting it there, aren't we? And you go back like that, and then maybe like this. That might work. Now there is a way to copy these chisel patterns once we've got one, so we're not going to have to do this every time, although it will, as I say, work through the chisels in no short order. Fortunately, bronze is relatively easy to make at this stage, and we were not that far off iron, so you know, that's a good thing. Just don't make a mistake. And I think we need squid to make the carbon, if I remember rightly. It's a while since I've done this, so let's just get all of that out of the way. You can see how much damage it's making on the chisel, though. It's really hammering the old durability there. But it definitely works. And if I can get this to work, then I can get this to work in other areas of the build. And whilst it's, I might have been tempted to leave that a little bit thicker there, but you know what? It is what it is. Which is, you know, a very, very crude pixel art of a wall candle sconce holder thing. Okay, well, we're nearly worn out our chisel, so we're going to have to make a new one of those anyway, but that solves our torch problem. Right, carbon paper. No, blueprint, immersive, Buildcraft, TerraFirmaCraft, paper. This is where it gets interesting. We can't just make paper in this, we need to make cellulose fibres in an industrial squeezer, or we need to get some books, and of course books are not going to be forthcoming readily, so that's probably going to make that very difficult to do. That's just another question while I'm thinking about it. Well, I'm kind of thinking about lighting and just how, because that is, whilst it works, it's okay. Carpenter's blocks is another solution that we could use. Do we not have any fence? Let me in fact, let me just turn and sleep the night off, and I'll be back with you in a moment. Alright, try as I might, I cannot find an alternative thing that these candles will stand on. They are stubborn. They won't go on fences, they won't go on walls, they only go on solid blocks or a piece of chiseled something like this. That in itself is a pain to make. Now there is, I don't really want to, I need to make another chisel anyway before we go anywhere, but we need to go and we've got the kaolite and the limonite there. Now we need to check these limonites because I need a better supply of limonite than that particular one, which is only a 15 quality. We also need to be thinking about the season because it is late winter, the 8th of February, 2 days off my birthday, interestingly enough. And yeah, eventually these plants, well, this is going to stop happening. For starters, we should probably go and just check what our temperature is. 1. The decay in here is not very minimal. We've got a little bit. We actually need to get more cheese cooking. Fruit is a little bit wary. Obviously veg is non-existent, as is grain, and all of this is pretty much fine. So we're oh, I know what I did mean to do. Yeah, oh, it's going down quickly. Let's keep our eye on that ice. I may even need to, when I'll let it one morning, do another ice run, just to make sure we've got maybe another 60, another like one of these full of ice, maybe 2 if we can manage it. How are you doing? You have got creosote. We've got 12 of those. Let me, oh hang on, that's not what I wanted. Let me go and grab some more loggage. I'll go with some willow. I can't go with willow, can I, idiot? It's hickory or nothing because that's what's currently in there. And we've got a reasonable amount of creosote oil, so we should be able to start thinking about, let me have a look at treated wood. What can we do with treated wood? Well, we can use it as a fuel in a furnace, which we can't make right now. Is there no... That's a double slab. That's treated wood and planks, and we can use you to make that. The usual immersive stuff. Can we actually make, or is it turned off? What I'm interested in. We can... Oh, Jesus! Storage crates, black steel. Oh God, they really didn't want us to have any portable storage, do they? That is nasty. All right. Well, let it be said that we don't rise to a challenge. But right now, the challenge is passing the time until winter's over and getting more ice, I think. Yeah, leave it with me. I'm going to poodle along for the day, and we'll be back in a moment. Alright, while we're waiting for ice, I have got something I want to be getting on with. Let us get over here. Let us get that loaded and lit. And we are going to make ourselves some glass. We don't need a lot of glass, but we are going to make some glass. We need to make glass bottles, because we're going to use glass bottles to get a hickory barrel full of creosote. We're going to treat some wood and make us some carpenter's blocks. At this stage, I don't need anything more than that, because I don't need to crush them down or anything. I have a plan for lighting. So yeah, that will be good, hopefully, and we'll see how this goes. Let me just get those out, pop those in, get ready to take most of this lot out, because this won't take long to heat at all. And almost there. Once it turns to, I think it goes on red, dark red. There you go. Right, so that should be that. So armed with that, we can make multiple bottles. and we should be good to pop those. Do I need to turn you into something other kind of bottle? Hang on. Creosote bottle. How do I get you into a barrel? That is a TFC bottle, and this probably only works with. Hang on. We need to just go and eat while I wonder what wonderful recipe. This is one of the. We had this with the last pack. There's nothing surprising going on here at all. This is pretty much the kind of thing you expect when you put mods into TFC. And it's not uncommon to get it, so you know the interaction between mods is not perfect. You know, ranging from things like, you know, if we have a look at TerraFirmaCraft, for example, not TerraFirmaCraft, Thorncraft. If you were to look at the armor, that is a TerraFirmaCraft. It's not the normal armor. Now, if we were to look at Thormium, the TerraFirmaCraft version, is no use in this. It has no slash vulnerability. You know, what's the word I'm looking for? Things. Now this axe plus 6 damage, plus you need the updated version, otherwise it just won't work. These are utterly useless. They don't have any value in the game. You can probably get them, but they'll not do anything. And obviously, again, you need these adapted ones. And this is common. So if we were to look at bottle, for example, there is a Minecraft glass bottle, which you make with Tinker's Construct glass using dust. Grind sand to make dust. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, that's not a problem then. It's not as big an issue as I thought it might have been. Let's go and fix that. They've obviously thought this one through. Now, in the last pack, I had to put in some craft tweak. I had to do some craft tweaker on the recipes, and I made it so you could put those in, and they would, you know, become, well, useful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's just do that many. We'll split you like that, and then we shall grind those down to make the dust and smelt that, and that will make us Tinker's Construct glass, which I thought it was going to gate us behind the furnace then for a second, and I was like, oh my god, no. But no worries, I can get this done, and oh, that one's done already, and there we go. So that'll be dust and dust. Right, now we need to go and cook the dust. Same thing as sand, but with dust. Bang, light it. Oops. Pop another one of them in, pop that in there, and yeah, I'll be back in a mo. Alright, got the last, well, there's a little bit more cooking in there, but before we go on with that, let's just check this lot out, shall we? So we've got enough to make 3, there you go, and let me pop those in, and that gives me 3 bottles of that. If we come in here, we should be able to place you down, and that is better. Okay, well, we don't necessarily need that many, but we can at least get this full with 10,000, because we obviously want this to be as full as possible anyway. or at least close to 10. It will be actually 10,000, won't it? Exactly 10,000. Let's just do one of those and pop that in there. Those and that can all go in there for now. So then we need wooden items and we need planks. Let's go with I'd like to use hickory. Okay, let's make a whole load of this because we are going to want as much as we can get out. 20. Seal that. That's going to give us treated wood planks, so that's a start. In the meantime, I'm going to grab some wood while we're in the area and just keep my eye on this forge. That will open up a whole bunch of things to us. This is nearly there actually. Any second that's going to change. It goes at bright red. There you go. And we'll take all of that out. Pop note. Pop it all back in here, and that is that. We need more timber, and yeah, but once this wood is treated, we shall be laughing. I don't know why these are, it obviously has some meta value going on in the background. I will be back with you in a second. All right, we just had a kind of quite a big freeze in the area, so I took the opportunity to also grab a whole load of ice while we're at it. It wouldn't do to get caught short come summer, find out that the ice isn't as effective or lasts as long as a previous thing. I don't know how the configs have been set. They may have set the ice to run out a lot faster. I haven't been milking the cattle as well. I must admit I've been a bad farmer, and yeah, we realistically need to do that as well. Let me pop that in there for a second. We'll just get one going, unseal and and then we'll unseal that and take it, seal that can go in, seal you up, and we're back on the milk production again. So the next thing we've got to do is hopefully that creosote the treated wood should be done. So let me go and put the rest of this ice away. We should hopefully have, yeah, on seal we've got 20 treated wood. Now if I take this and my saw and then we go and do some of this, we should get a reasonable amount. Now I do want a lot of these, so let me grab, let's not do all of them though. let's try and exercise a little bit of caution. I know that's unlike me at all, but we'll put the logs away in there, we'll put the planks away in there. This one here, this can become immersive eng. We'll pop you and that in there, and yeah, that's fine. Right, carpenters. I don't think I got much. I've got some selenite left. I also have nighttime coming on as rapidly. If I chop that, is it going to take out the entire thing? It shouldn't do. It didn't. Okay, that's good. Right, so then what we want to do is place that with that's going to be problematic. It probably, yeah, it doesn't like that as a block. Okay, that's not a problem. Oh, but it took that okay. Interesting. Okay, let me just put these back temporarily. while I'm going to go and sleep and eat, and we'll be back in the morning. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to change this design up a little bit. For starters, we're going to lose these tops. And we're going to need more glowstone than this, but in theory, we should be able to pop those piles on the top there, and also light them like that, which, yeah, I think that's going to play nicely. We are going to need to get more selenite out of this. We also do need to worry about the top of that as well. I think this lot might have to just go. I think it's just a mess waiting to happen. But we can at least come around and place these and get lighting blocks here. All of these can be lit with absolutely no problems. And we can get, helps if you don't have that, but that will go in nicely there, and that will be lit. Let me see how that goes, and I shall be back again in a second. Alright, not happy with that bit. That bit looks a little bit odd, but on the whole, we've got lighting pretty much in the bag with no torches, no having to relight things every 5 seconds. I am generally very happy with this. I've used these blocks here, some blocks up there, all basically things that I don't know whether these are flammable, and we'll find out, I'm sure, when we use the forge again. But you know, we are pretty good, I think. Even that isn't showing as spawnable, so we can chalk this one up as done. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.